Well, my main reason, Sean, was because my son has autism. And we can't bring him near the existing Slievenalicka wind farms because he totally shuts down. So our home is his safe place. So, I mean, we don't want wind turbines on his doorstep. You know, the shadow flicker and the noise and everything, it really affects neurodiverse children, adults. Not even just those, it affects every person really, you know. But the reason, my other thing is biodiversity. I mean, we have the hen harrier, we have the marsh fertility butterfly, you know, and it's just a small rural area that doesn't need wind turbines coming in on top of it.
How does it affect your son, Laura?
It's really hard to explain, but if we've ever driven out near the Slievenalicka ones, or Slievenalicka, I suppose is the proper name for him, he just closes in on himself. He'll close the eyes, he'll put the hands over his ears. You can see him actually trembling. You know, but as soon as you drive away from him, you could be gone away about 2 minutes away from him and he just opens back up again.
So it's like an attack on the senses?
Basically, yeah. It really is like, you know. So it's hard now, like that Matthew is non-verbal, so he can't actually tell us how they affect him. But you can see it in him. He just closes into himself, and you can see it. Like, you know, if you knew him every day, you can just see the difference when you bring him near them. So we don't go over that road very often, to be honest.
To what extent was the visual impact a factor for you, Laura?
Well, it was, in fairness, it was a big factor as well. It was because we already have the Slievenalicka ones. We really have our part kind of done. And these ones, the Slievenalicka and the Illaunbaun ones, they were actually going in near Rockmount Lake, is what we call it, which is a beautiful spot. There's a small road into it. You can't drive in, you have to walk in. And it's just to think that they were going to ruin that place for wind turbines. You know, it just doesn't sit well with us. It's a real, you know, like that, you've the hen harrier, you have all that inside there. The amount of wildlife and everything in there is unbelievable. Like, and I mean, I know they said if all the studies done and whatever, but they will disappear.
You, of course, led a campaign against these developments, Laura, through Facebook and other means, which resulted in hundreds of submissions being sent in voicing opposition.
We're really, really grateful for the support we got. We did get really immense support.
Mm-hmm. And it's clear to see, again, in those numbers, and looking at the Illaunbaun one, the first development of these two, which was refused permission last week. Reference is made to the concerns raised by residents, raised by concerned stakeholders in terms of the flicker and the visual impact. Is it gratifying to see that the local authority has looked at your concerns and that they're reflected in their eventual decision?
Yes, it really, really is now, because I know sometimes you think you're kind of fighting a losing battle, but when you get listened to, it really just makes a huge difference. You know, and Clare County Council definitely listened this time. You know, so we really can't complain, and they turned it down on very, very strong grounds. You know, so we're to be honest, we're delighted. We know the option is there. The developer can appeal, but at the minute we're just taking it as a win for now kind of thing, and we'll see what happens.